So I'm I'm finding this kind of interesting. How like most guys are not dating and like they're like a lot of guys are becoming reclusive from society. Like they're not participating in society. They don't have jobs. Uh, and I'm getting a job pretty soon just because I'm bored out of my mind. And somebody suggested it to me, kind of pushed it on me or whatever. But I'm also just bored out of my mind, so I need something to do. Uh, but I wanted to point out that like I've been like away from society. Like I've been in society, like but like in my house and stuff, just like hanging out and playing video games for like years. And now there's a bunch of guys who are just, I don't want to say catching up to that, but like they're starting to do that too. It's like a lot of guys now, apparently, according to YouTube or whatever. Some content creators cover this topic where like men are leaving society, not looking for relationships. Yeah, that's how I was uh, all throughout my 20s. I'm 30. I'm almost 31 now. I'll be 31 in January. Uh, yeah. Um, Now that so many men are, I think the stat was, what was it? It was like 67% of men are single or something, like within a certain age bracket. But I'm guessing it's closer to like 80%. Anyway, it's a lot of men, and that was months ago. That was like a year ago. So like the problem's gotten worse since then. Like women don't want to date most men, at least not when they're younger. Most men don't have much to offer or whatever. It's just kind of miserable. That's what I've heard anyway. Anyway, I've been playing video games and like hanging out in my place for years. Like this isn't anything new to me. This isn't anything new to me. Like it's just sort of. I don't know. Like it used to be kind of miserable for me. Like I used to get on dating apps, like and just scroll, like just swipe right, and I would just do that for like months and just get almost no matches. And the only way I could like have a casual encounter with a woman or get into a relationship with a woman was to meet them in person, which I would do sometimes. Like in college, like I had a girlfriend, but after college and like for most of my college experience, I just hung out by myself. But not just in college, like I don't know, I'm not really antisocial. Like I talk to people. I like to talk to people, but I just nobody really wants to talk to me. So I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me, but nothing really. Like just nothing's really wrong with me. I do have a mental health disorder, but even before then, before I got that disorder, like people didn't really want to talk to me that much. Anyway, I do meet people like other Christians, like a lot. Like that's what I've noticed is that people who are Christian are usually a lot more open to talking to me, and I'm a Christian, so like it's easier to talk to other Christians. But even then, like, it's still like the one Christian girl I knew who I sort of dated for a while, long distance, and then I went and met her in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, you know. Uh, I went and met her there at her house, and she wanted to sleep with me, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't sleep with her because I don't know why exactly. Just I wanted to, but there was something about her. You know, she was attractive. I don't know. She was fairly attractive, and or whatever. You know, she was good looking. She's a good person too. Maybe that's why. I thought she was too good of a person, but they then come to find out she's been sleeping around with a bunch of guys, and she wanted to just make me the next guy who she was gonna sleep with, and I was just I don't know. It just seemed I should have known that, but I guess I sort of started figuring that out afterwards, but. So I asked her, like, do you sleep around a lot? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I doubt that because you asked me to sleep with you the first time you met me. And I should have just slept with her and said, fuck it, I don't care. But she seemed so nice, you know. I just I didn't want to, like, ruin her, but she was already ruined, you know. So, which I should have, which I should have known, but, yeah. Anyway, that's the main reason why I don't really participate in society is because I've been getting rejected by women left and right. But not just that. Like I don't get like I'm. You could argue like I'm not really that attractive. I'm probably average. I'm probably like a 6 out of 10. When I'm at a lower body fat percentage, you could argue that my face is like an 8, maybe. Some people think that. Like some people have rated me like at a very high like rating, but I think I'm like a 6 out of 10 probably. I don't really know, like above average, but like still around the average. You know, I mean, I don't really know to be honest. Like. Anyway, I'm attractive enough that I've slept with women, and some women like me, but I've never had a long-term relationship, and I've always wanted to have a long-term relationship because I'm a Christian, and I don't know. When I was younger, like when I was in my early 20s, I thought I had to prove myself to be a man or whatever, and so I slept around a lot, and it's kind of regrettable, but I don't know. Like I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just settled down with one woman. But the only thing was, I knew from past experience that I would get divorced, taken to court for alimony, and maybe even child support if I would have had a kid. And that's another thing. Like maybe I could have had a child with a woman. And that kind of gets to me a little bit, but I'm still young, so anyway, I really don't see myself having a wife and kids, but it could happen, I guess. Anyway, I shouldn't have slept around, but I did. And that was when I was like lifting weights and like really going hard in the gym, and I looked pretty good. It worked for me, you know. It doesn't work for everybody. So I don't know. I hope you don't get jealous of me or whatever. You probably won't, because I look probably average or whatever. I'm pretty fat right now too, so it's just kind of whatever. But My point is, the whole point of this video is just to say that, yeah, I've been hanging out in my room and playing video games for years now, and some guys are just a lot of guys just started doing this like maybe a year or two ago, maybe 3 years ago. Like a lot of guys just like started doing that, and now it's up to like 80-90% of guys either don't want to have a job or participate in society or be in a relationship, or they aren't, you know, or both. Yeah. And maybe, I mean, I would assume that most guys, not like secretly, but most guys probably want to be in a relationship ideally, but it just isn't realistic. Sorry, I'm out of storage on my phone. I've made too many videos for YouTube or whatever. I just never deleted them. So that's why the video just switched from me there to there or whatever. Yeah, most women are not like good marriage material, but you do find some, you know. I don't know. I'm a Christian, and I really do want to believe that, like, I don't know, my past experience has told me that it just doesn't work. Well, sorry, hold on, let me. There, you can't see my face, but that's alright. But yeah, I shouldn't bash on women too much, but it just isn't like viable to be in a relationship for right now. Not that I wouldn't be, like, it just depends on the woman, like, you know, like, I still want to be in a relationship personally, but I guess I'm trying to say that I understand why a lot of men are walking away from society, because women are hard to deal with. They're hard to deal with. Anyway, that's all I have to say. See ya.